The following video was pre-recorded on twitch.tv/codedman9000. More information on the stream times at the end of the video. Previously on Stone to Space, we began our story creating a small settlement. We then moved to a new area under the watchful eye of the king. After gaining the king's approval, we then began cultivating Shady Acres. This was the end of Chapter 1. As we began Chapter 2, we started creating our third new town. We also began our first side story, focusing on a citizen named Cody Stone. We then went back to our main city and continued growing it. We practiced our traffic management by providing people with ways to get to their destinations in multiple cities around the world. We continued growing our population, created a shopping center, and our transportation network ended up earning us a bit of money over time. For our next side story, we traveled to another brick in the mall to create a shopping center focused on a fast food restaurant within our city. After getting close to going bankrupt, we then traveled to a new place, learning different food recipes and starting our new restaurant. We continued growing the city by adding multiple tree farms up on a hill, more to our education system, and also general population growth, like a new neighborhood. We then took 50 days to build up a trading card shop. We continued to grow our population. We also moved around the different types of industries we had close to the downtown area. In Hitman, we followed Agent 47 as he took out wanted people within our city. We then went to Prison Architect to create our city's prison that would be strong enough to hold 600 prisoners and Agent 47, the most dangerous hitman our town has seen. After the city's prison was completed, we then watched Agent 47 complete his final mission, which ended up with him getting caught and thrown into prison. We then added to the city by making a hospital, upgrading our service and transportation areas, making a high school and city park, row housing to finish off downtown area, and we also moved our farming to 2 different new farmlands, the first of which we created a small town around. We then started our final side story by going back to another brick in the mall and creating a mall for our city. We started with a grocery store selling every item and then branched off into an actual mall with small stores selling niche goods, as well as having some specialty buildings. Halfway through creating our mall, we took a detour to a software company that was earning money by programming multiple things. At the end of the company, we had created 2 video games that would be sold to our mall as arcade games for our machines. We then went back to our mall and finished making one of every specialty store. Afterwards, we went on to play our 6 arcade games. Hello and welcome to a Twitch Plays Along series called Stone to Space. We are in Chapter 2, The Modern Era. Today we are playing Stacklands. So, when we left off in the last stream, we were creating a bunch of food because we came back to this map and didn't have a lot of food ready. So I went the miner and the lumberjack, just right here, I guess. And we are going to attempt to take all of these people, which is, there's 8, and 2 pieces of stew with us to the other map. Now, I should probably make the largest ship. And also, why are these closed all of a sudden? I want strengthen up. What's missing from here? Break a bottle. How do we create a bottle? I would imagine it's glass. That's bottle of rum. That's not what I want. Broken bottle is right there. We just break a bottle. An empty bottle and a stone. But how do we make the bottle? Empty bottle. Campfire and 2 glass. Glass is made from sand. We have a sand quarry. Alright, let's make that so we can get some of our stuff completed. Sand quarry is right here. I don't think we need a specific person, but I'll put the miner there anyway. Glass is 1 sand, 1 wood. We should have a bunch of wood stocked up. No, we turned it all into planks, okay. Lumberjack into the lumber camp. Where? Oh, that's the quarry. Okay. Also, we need to keep an eye on our food. So we need 2 onions, 2 potatoes, and then the rest are all carrots. We're going to be making carrots for a while. How much glass do I need? Empty bottle is 2 glass, which is 2 sand. 1 piece of wood there. Smelter, piece of wood. Hopefully the next piece of wood will go right on top of that. And then we need 1 stone, so let's put the miner in the quarry for a moment. We also have a bunch of eggs. So that's our 4 for the next chickens to, you know, kill for food. So we'll get them going. The other eggs, I'm just going to sell. There's no use in keeping them. And then once these chickens hatch, they go back into the animal pen until we have 4 eggs ready. Put this over here, grab the miner. Now we're just waiting for the 2 glass. Do I need a person for the bottle? The campfire with 2 pieces of glass. Okay. We should be able to use the stove as our campfire. Time to feed our villagers. We're going to make sure to stock up on a bunch of food. We need a minimum of 2 stews left over when we go to leave. For those who weren't here before, every time we leave an area to go to the other area, it requires us to eat as though we just finished the moon, which is the day. So we're going to eat 2 stew when we leave, and we need to make sure that we have, I guess, 4 stocked up before we leave. So when we eat 2, we have 2 to come back to. Tori's laying down on her little chair. So if I put this here, that should break the bottle. That finished a quest. It was right here, so strengthen up is done. I'm guessing this is an item that we can use to attack, yeah. 10% chance to bleed self and 20% chance to bleed target. We're obviously not going to use that. Island ambitions. Get a villager drunk. We need to make alcohol for that. Make a gold bar. We haven't made a gold bar yet? We just made the quarry? Where is the quarry? Gold mine. Put the miner in there. Put the lumberjack back on here. Grab a pirate boat and befriend a pirate. That's other things that we're going to do. I'm going to try to finish all this before we do anything related to the Kraken. Which reminds me, we need to make the sacred key. Now we have 4 carrots. I go like that. That is 4 stews ready to go. We will make 4 more carrots, and then we have 4 left over. I'm going to take these 2 away and stack these all together, because these are going to be the 6 that we make right now. I think it's going to take a couple days for it to finish it all. There's also an Igglypuff that just appeared in chat. So we only need 2 more carrots for the 2 pieces of meat that are right here. We're going to need more for these. So what I'm going to do is this. So that we have all this ready for these 2 pieces of meat. Which then gives the question, should I... No, I can't because I need the potatoes. I was going to say, should I make 4 pieces of carrots now, but I need the rest for the other 2 pieces of food. I can't do that. This coin chest is full. These are not, obviously. What do we need to do? The gold coin. How do we make the gold coin? Not the coin. The key. I don't remember what the key is called, other than the word key. Sacred key right there. 3 gold bars, 3 glass. Okay, we're gonna be doing this for a little bit. You're gonna be on there. So that's going to make gold bars. You need to go in there. think that's enough. 3 gold bar, 3 glass. We have 4 pieces of wood on here. We have 3 gold bars. We need 3 pieces of sand. And I need to put them on the smelter. And then that's it. Do we need a person? No, we need to put all of this on the smelter. So it should cook the sand into glass, and then we'll have to put it back on top of the list. And then hopefully it will work once all the glass is on there, and it should pop back on itself. It might not. I don't actually know if that game mechanic would work. Oh, it does. Okay. This extra piece of wood shouldn't stop it from making the sacred key, but it might. Looks like it is. If I stop for a second. Smelter, 3 gold bar, 3 glass. We definitely do not want the wood on there. And then it works. Okay. And I need you over here. Raw meat. We actually do not need as many things as we have for vegetables. Actually, I think we do, because normally we would have 4 pieces of meat being done. So this would be our 4, and then we would normally have 2 or 1 of each left over at the end. We just don't have enough carrots. So we might want to take a moment and not grow anything except for carrots. Yeah, we're making the sacred key for the chest. We're gonna have to bring that over with us to the island. Get a villager drunk. We just need to give them alcohol, which is a food item. Bottle of rum, which is cane, sugar, and a bottle of water, which means we need a spring on the island so that we can put the bottle in the spring. That gives it water. Then we combine it with a piece of sugar, and that somehow makes rum. Sugar and water. Wait, yeah, we do need 1 piece of wood. We need 2 pieces of sand so we can make a bottle. And I'm not going to put it on top of the list with the smelter because I think it might cause issues. We're going to keep these 4 chickens. And then these guys are going to be sent to the butchery so that we can have more food. We have 2 more stews prepared, but we should probably grow a mass amount of carrots. This will make the next 4 for these 4. Then we have 4 left over. That's 1 for each of these. We're going to want 2 more carrots growing. So when these are done, we're taking 2 carrots off the list, but then we're keeping... Am I thinking of this right? I pause right now. We're making the 4 carrots. And do we grow another set of 4? Or just a set of 2? After this set, we're going to start growing onions and potatoes along with the carrots. This should catch us up on these, and then we need to start growing everything together to make the stuff for this. Okay. I think we're caught up on that. If I take a second here, I need to know what else we need to do. How do we bribe a pirate boat, and how do we befriend a pirate? Those are the questions. I'm pretty sure it's give a pirate money or alcohol. Pirate boat. Grabbing them with 3 coins causes them to withdraw. This amount increases by 3 every time the boat is bribed, up to a maximum of 100. So, if we bring 3 coins with us, we can bribe a pirate ship. Now, bribing a pirate, or befriending a pirate, I'm pretty sure is... just give them alcohol. Parrot will spawn from the resource pack. Drag it over and drop. Oh, we need a parrot. So we need to go into the jungle. Get a parrot, and then we give the parrot to the pirate, and that makes them friendly. Okay. And that's the last 3 for this, so we don't have to look at that anymore. Mystery of the Island. We need to forge Sacred Key. That's what we're doing right now. And then there's going to be 2 more things to do. Grand Scheme. What's all this? Build a cathedral on the mainland. And then there's more things. 2 more things. How do we make the cathedral again? That's the temple. Cathedral. 5 gold bar, 5 glass, 5 everything. Okay. So if I put that there... 5 brick, 5 plank. That's gold mine. Do I want them? Not yet. I actually want this first. That should be enough for the sawmill to make the last plank. Not what I want. Okay, next thing is gold bars, so we're gonna want you down here. We need 5 wood and 5 gold for that. That's the 5 bricks. This is the 5 for the gold bar. Don't want it there. Did that just take away the entire progress bar? It did. Oh, that's annoying. Then we need 5 glass, so we're gonna need another 5 wood. And this miner is not very good in the gold mine. So, you now go on the sand quarry, because I don't think it matters what person we send in there. You made a stone, that's odd. We need 5 pieces of sand? Two more pieces of sand, and that should be it for the glass. You're done. Treasure chest can go right there for now. Can we get gold, please? Okay, we have 4 eggs ready again, and we have these 2 that we can sell. We're gonna keep getting these ready. We have raw meat for the next food to make. We have our 4 carrots. So what I'm gonna do is take all the carrots off of here. Combine all these together. Start cooking them. And then we need to take a look at what we have extras. I have 2 carrots extra. We have 4 meat. That means we only need 2 more carrots, but we need 4 of the others. I'll do that. And for once, we actually put the carrots on first. Here comes the other 2 pieces of meat. And I'm gonna go like this. Why are we not getting gold from this gold mine? Oh right, we need these 3 for the pirate ship. It's still making stone. We got gold from it, right? That's how we made some gold bars. This is weird. I don't know if there's a percentage for making gold bars or not. Maybe there's a higher percentage of getting gold ore on the island compared to in here, but you could still get gold in either options. I don't know, but we're not making any. Okay, there's the onions. And the potatoes. We can start making them. Why did this get pushed over with it? Here's a gold ore. We have the sacred key. I'm going to pause for a second. So this has to come with us. We have gold ore right here. You guys combine together and you can go on the smelter. You know what? We can put the wood on first. Then all the sand, because it doesn't matter what order the wood and the thing that you're smelting goes in. But this should hopefully mean that the gold ore goes directly onto the list. Hopefully. I'm going to get the lumberjack on the camp so that we can get a couple more pieces of wood so that I can make another chest. Okay, there's the last 2 carrots that we need. We're done with them. We have too much wood now. That should make another coin chest for this. We have 2 pieces of glass now, and I need a stone, I think, to make a bottle. I already forgot. What's a bottle of rum? We need just a regular bottle. Empty bottle. Glasses and a campfire. And I'm gonna grab a bunch of these and put them in the brickyard so we can get through this stack a little bit. I have a feeling we're gonna have a large amount of stone by the end of this. Yeah, we made 5 glass. We are going to go like this. There's Perugly in chat. We're gonna go like this so that it stacks on that list. We currently have a new quest. Here it is. Open the sacred chest, and then I guess the last thing is defeat the Kraken. So we are pretty much done with that. Now, the cathedral, I don't know what it's used for, so that might be the next big bad. We might have another fight after that. I don't think we need to do anything. Island grub. There's food that we have to make. A seafood stew. Now that, I think, is made the same way a regular stew is. You know, the same 3 ingredients, so we might want to take these with us. And now that we're at this point, I can take these off. And we do have the chickens born. Let's just grab any random 4. Put these all in here. Still didn't get another gold. With this, we should probably start growing the next group of vegetables. Let's actually put them back on. I'd like to keep them in this order, but there's no specific reason to do this. You know, have onion, onion, potato, potato, carrot, carrot. Could have them mixed. So if I do this, that means we grow 2 carrots for 1 butchery. We need to grow 2 sets. Or if we doubled how much we have here, we could just put potato, like, a whole set on here once and have enough for this instead of just growing 2. But then again, I think these grow at the same rate the butchery goes through to meat. So doing 2 sets is the same as 2 chickens in the butchery. Let me look up seafood stew. Because we might make this the vegetables and take them with us. Recipe: raw crab, raw fish, and a chili pepper makes seafood stew. So that is nothing that we have here. If I go back and we look at Island Grub food, so we get the entire list of things here, because we have 3 out of 5, so there's one more thing, and I want to know what that one more thing is before we leave, in case we need it. Need something from here. This does not take me to what I want. Magnet? What is this? Oh, this must be the DLC with the 2000s, where things automatically move to where you want them to. Yeah, this definitely is, because they have what's called a crane. I don't know what a crane is. This isn't what I want. Quests. There we go. This might make the thing that we're looking for. Don't want that. We don't want that. That's Dark Forest. Meet the Shaman. Side quest. Island Grub. Bottle of rum is a quest. And we have to make that for the pirate. So we're going to actually do the 5th thing on this Island Grub list here. So, all we have to do is get the other 3 gold ore. And then we're done. We made the gold chest so we can actually put our coins back in a chest. Well, didn't mean to do that. I must have went to drag the chest as the day ended, so it dragged coins out of it. That's okay. Strange portal. I don't like that the portal goes wherever it wants, and I kind of just want it to be in one area. It'll be easier for me. Okay, that's all the glass prepared. So now we're only making gold. Can you stop pushing things? Oh, wait. They're gonna push stuff even further. The gold bars, put them on here. Grab a couple more stone, put it on the brickyard. I'm okay if they move the chest. Okay, so this is 1 set of potatoes and onions. Our carrots take a little bit longer to make than the vegetables. The other vegetables, I mean. Gold ore in the smelter. We have 3 eggs out of the 4 we need for the next chickens. We defeated these 3 people very quickly. Is this person poisoned? No, he's enraged. I know I've seen that before, but I always want to make sure that they're not hurt. You go there. Now, our current boat, the sloop, can only hold 10 cards. That's more than what's right here, so we are going to have to make that better boat thing. Let me make sure. That was another thing that I came in here for. We want the frigate, which holds 25 cards. That's 10 planks, 3 sails. We didn't get the sails ready. So we are going to have to make 2 trips. We have to make a trip back to the island to make 3 sails, bring them here. Or we could bring things over in 2 waves instead of one big boat. Use this boat to bring a few people over. No, we would need... We want the frigate. We need the sloop, though, so we can go over there once. We need the frigate so that we can bring the food that we need with us. But the sloop can take the small amount of things here, so if we put them there, we're fine on that. We just need 2 more pieces of gold. And obviously to keep making our food. Another gold ore. We only need 1 more piece of gold ore. So when we go over to the island the first time, bringing this stuff with us, that will be when we complete all the other quests except for the Kraken stuff. So we're going to do the pirates, the bribing the pirate and everything, and then we'll come back here. We don't need this anymore. We are completely done. We just need 5 people. I think that's 5. Yep. On top of this to make the cathedral. I didn't make 5 of something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 6 bricks. So I did make 5 bricks. I just made too many. We had something pop out. I think it was our vegetables. So there are there. These can be sold. Start getting the next eggs ready. Or the next chickens, I mean. And we'll keep growing our vegetables until we have 4. Or 6, I mean. Instead of 2 in the greenhouse and then 4 left over. So going off of the, main quest stuff, I think we might actually finish the game today. I wasn't too sure about it. We're going to spend as much time as we can on this map and as little amount of time as we can on the island, because the island requires food prep. And we could bring some stews with us so that we don't have to necessarily do too much cooking on the island. We just have to get the stuff for the food and the empty bottle. I think that's definitely what we're gonna do. Now, I forgot this whole entire time to put the game on the fast speed. And that's mostly because every time I pause, it makes the game go on the slow speed. We have the cathedral, we have onions, potatoes. So I'm going to start stacking them like this, and then we will put the meat on top of that, because it doesn't matter what order it goes to over here. Bring the island relic to the cathedral. I'm pretty sure we get the island relic from defeating the Kraken, because we have yet to discover the island relic through all the different packs. So this is the end of what we can do on the grand scheme. I think the island relic unlocks whatever this last thing is. Now, I have it opened on here. There is apparently Meet the Shaman. What is that a part of? Apparently part of this. It's under Dark Forest. Maybe this is a DLC thing. I'm pretty sure it's a DLC thing, or else I would have had it already started. We want what is called the grand scheme. Did we already defeat? Oh, no. Okay. There is one more boss battle. So we have to bring the island relic back to the cathedral, and that makes someone for us to fight. That's the end of the game. So we have at least 2 fights to do today. I'm gonna get our food. We are now ready for the meat that's going to be prepared by these chickens. So I'm going to take our vegetables off the list here. We obviously still need to make our carrots until we're ready. But we have our 4 chickens. And we have these guys over here. Okay. So what I'm thinking of doing is, again, only bringing 1 person over to the island. And then finishing the sloop spaces with as much food of stew that we can take with us at one time. We can make 1 more set of carrots, and by the time they're done, the butchery should be done. And we have a lot of stew stocked up, so I don't think we need to keep making food. We'll have the eggs stockpiled for a while. I'll bring the animal pen up here because this list is going to get long enough that it's going to be pushed up. Just when we get down to like 6 stew, we're going to have to figure out how to make more food at that moment in time. Who are we gonna bring over? I think the last time we brought over a mage. So let me see who we have here. Do we have someone that's naked? No. I think we have clothing over there that we want to take with us back to this area. So what I could do is bring a fully clothed mage over to the island, switch their clothing with the stuff that's on the island, and then when they come back here to then bring everyone else with the bigger ship to that island with a bunch of stew. That's when we put the clothes back on. So who is the best option? 15 chance to heal all friendlies. We have 10% chance to make random friendly invulnerable. It'll be this one person. Or 20% chance of lifesteal. We'll do in the lifesteal person. And the sloop, 10 cards total. This is 5. There's Fennison in chat if anyone wants a dolphin. Not to pause for a second. This is enough for 4 pieces of meat. We have those 4 pieces. So we are going to go like this. And like this. That's going to make 2 more stew. We can bring 4 pieces of stew with us. So this would make the 4 pieces that we're going to bring. And since they don't expire, I'm going to put it like this. And if I put the mage on top, it'll start the thing. But I want to have the steaks made first. Hopefully it doesn't take from the ship. Should take from the stove. It did. That's awesome. This is going to be a lot of food. We might actually be bringing too much food. Because I think once we get to the island, this food will start to spoil. So let's only bring 2. Okay. We're gonna keep fast forwarding until we get done the stews. Which it looks like we make 1 stew per day. But no, we actually make 2. Okay, so I'm gonna stop here. We are going to head out. Hopefully we get through. Oh, that's very quick on that. Okay. Feed the villagers. And we're off. I'm going to pause here because I don't know what food we have. We have the grilled fish. We have the 2 stew. We're going to go like this. We have a swordsman here. And how were we cooking this? You, the sacred key. Oh, I didn't mean to start the fight already. I didn't know it was going to be immediate. I don't know if the tentacles... Oh, here's the island relic already. We didn't even have to defeat the Kraken. Okay, this has to go in the spring so that it can have water. We are going to bring our people over here, so hopefully the tentacles migrate to this area. We're just going to keep moving our people around. We have 2 farms for bananas. The banana trees. And then I guess we're putting the banana on the fish trap to make a fish to cook here. We already had 2 coins here, apparently. We're gonna go like this. We actually needed 2 bottles so that we could get 1 person drunk. If I look through these, can we already get a bottle of rum? That's what it's called. We can already get a bottle of rum, but we need to make a bottle as well. So what do we need for... I forget, we need 3 sails. A sail is 1 rope, so we need 3 ropes. And a rope is 2 pieces of cotton. Which is 1 piece of cotton plant, or 1 thing of cotton plant. Oh, we also need fabric. So that only makes half of it. Let's work on that first. Try to get 3 cotton plants. It's 2 of them. We have another banana tree we can live down here. We have a seagull. Attack the seagull. We have driftwood and flint that we don't really need. We have seaweed. We need that for nothing, actually. I'm going to just add that to the list of things to eat. Driftwood up there. We have another fishing spot for a fishing trap, but we don't really need that. We have a monkey. We have 2 monkeys. That's 2 things to fight. The fishing spot back over there. I'm going to add them to the list here. We're going to be outnumbered. It doesn't look like the tentacles are moving closer. They're just kind of shaking about where they are. Let's put this on the campfire. No, that's not going to do what I want. I want them down here. Alright. Keep trying to get more cotton plants. We have another banana. Oh, we also have to keep an eye on our card list. Almost forgot. And driftwood. We're just gonna keep going until we get the cotton plants. Seaweed again. Oh wait, we can combine the seaweed with raw fish to make sushi. That's a better food. Even more seaweed and bananas. Can I get the cotton plant, please? I'm glad that I'm getting a lot of food, but at the same time, we don't need that food. There's coins over here. We need them for the pirate ship. Another monkey. We're gonna fight the monkey. Why are we not getting cotton plants? We can get cotton plants from the more expensive one. Is this a better chance to get the cotton plant? Probably not. But we are getting another card out of it. So compared to... I'm gonna sell these. We don't even need them. Compared to the other pack, this has a higher chance of getting a cotton plant because we have more cards. But the pool of things might actually be less. The percentage of the cotton plant. There's not that many different things to get from this. We should be able to get the cotton plant. Maybe we can't so long as we have 2 already. I'm not sure, but there is a piece of poop. We're going to sell that. Let's put a person on the cotton plant. And I'm okay with these tentacles moving about. We have a bottle of water. We need some things to complete that. I'm waiting for this to go through. Move our food over here. We have 4 cotton. We need to combine them to make rope. We also have too much stuff here. We have too many banana trees. Let's sell them. That gets us under our list. Let's go through the driftwood and then sell the wood at the end of the day. Apparently the mage goes through the stuff a lot quicker than the swordsman. Or maybe it's because he has a food bonus. No idea. Doesn't matter. We apparently had a raw fish in there. I did not know. Oh, we have an eel. We're gonna fight the eel. Don't fight the tentacle. Actually, we could fight some of the tentacles. And not defeat all of them. We have 2 bottles of rum. No, we have 1. So this is the one that's going to get our villager drunk. How do we drink the bottle? We have a new unlock. Kill the Kraken. That's the last thing for the Island of Mystery. So we're going to close that because that's going to be done. This is how to make the thing. Get a villager drunk. How do we do? Because I can't put them on top of each other. Island of Ambitions. Villager jump. Feed a bottle of rum to... Oh, they have to eat the bottle. Okay. Didn't know that. So we'll just add it to the list and see where they grab from first. Are these at different healths? No, they're all at 50. And this should be the last thing from this driftwood. No, it's not. A couple more things. That's okay. Either way, we're going to sell whatever is part of this list, so it doesn't matter if we need to do that before the moon or not. Move the chest closer. Why didn't they go in the chest? That's weird. I'm gonna buy a couple packs. Hope that we get the cotton plant from it. Let's start battling this tentacle. They grabbed grilled fish, which we're spoiling, so I don't think it actually mattered in the list where it gets put. Eventually it'll get to the bottle of rum because we're not going to be making more food. We have a bunch of seaweed here. Let's get the eel going so that we can combine it with sushi if it gets battled, or defeated, I mean. There we go. Because this seaweed is all going bad relatively soon. And that other tentacle is getting very close. We got a piece of raw fish we can combine with another piece of sushi. Let's battle this tentacle. A lot of these bananas are going to expire soon. And I really don't want to battle them 2-on-2, because that means the tentacles are getting one person each. Which means the tentacles could do more damage than we would to them. We both got stunned here. But luckily they are stunned for longer, it seems. Another raw fish. Seaweed on that. We're about to get another eel out of here, and hopefully we can defeat the eel before the seaweed expires. We're not going to get through all the bananas before they expire. That's for sure. If I do that. It's at least one raw fish over here. We're going to put the other one on the campfire, and then let's see if we get cotton out of this. No. No. Yes. No on that one. Yes on this one. We have 2 more plants that we can go through. Then we have fishing spot. Bunch of driftwood. Another fishing spot. Flint. Sand. A banana for the eel gods. Extra banana tree here. You keep it. I need 1 more rope, and then we need to do a bunch of fabric, which I think is 4 cotton. So that's enough for the 1. These tentacles are very close to each other. If I go like this, that should make the last cotton. Now, if I take a second to find fabric, right here, it is indeed 4 pieces. So instead, we're going to go through the driftwood while I look at these. It looks like the stew is not expiring. Which is good for us, because that means... Oh, it is expiring now. Okay. I want them to get through it quicker. I think the stew is going to expire, regardless. That should be one of the bananas, yes. The rest is all goop, which gets sold for nothing. A piece of wood for no reason. Don't know why it's not going in the chest immediately. That's the last thing from that driftwood, so we'll sell this as well. There's a wild Yanma in chat if anyone wants a dragonfly. Grilled fish to the list. We have raw fish here. We're obviously going to cook it. And what I need to focus on... this driftwood. But we also need a parrot. So I need... the jungle from here. Let's try to get the jungle so we can get a parrot. That's a mosquito. Oh, we got the jungle. Look at that. Sell that. Fight the mosquito for another blowpipe. At least I think it's a blowpipe that we get from it. We actually got nothing. Okay. Iron deposit done. And if these could separate a little bit better, we would be able to fight them. Actually, we can fight this one guy now. That's not the last thing from there, but we'll grab it. We should be okay. We might have wanted to wait a little bit longer to heal more. We have another eel. I'm gonna bring it over here. No, I didn't want it in. Okay, at least it was a one-hit kill. And then we are going to wait a little bit before we start battling the tentacle. Our stew is going to expire. No way of avoiding it. Unless it doesn't expire before the moon ends, then we might be able to eat at least one piece of the stew. Hey, what do we not need down here? We don't need the lumber camp, we don't need the quarry. I'm gonna keep them just in case we do actually need them, though. We were using them just to make sheds. And our stew didn't expire, but it's not being eaten first. So we need that thing that makes them eat the stew first. I'm hoping we get a parrot out of the jungle before that pirate boat pops out. The stew's still here? Huh? Does it only lose... Oh, it only loses enough for one person out of the stew, so it's going to expire a few times before it's actually, like, disappears. We have a pirate that's going to keep moving around until it battles us. Still hoping we can get that one parrot out of this. That's a monkey, that's not a parrot. If I pause for a second, I want to make sure that I know how to make the alcohol. Cane sugar, bottle of water, and a distillery. We need to make a distillery. Iron bar and a plank. We should be able to get an iron bar from somewhere. We can get it from the Cave of Explorers pack. Let's buy a few more of these, try get an iron bar straight from it. We got the cane sugar. Hopefully we can keep that going. Actually, let's put it on the farm so we can grow it. This jungle I'm going to sell. We have the iron deposit and sugarcane here. Oh wait, we don't have to sell this sugar. Iron deposit, I'm gonna keep, because this is more than one piece of sugar, and it's pretty much forever non-stale. Seagull is coming for us. We have a monkey here that I want to battle at some point. Let's battle it with the swordsman. We should be able to get through it quick. There we go. And I'm hoping we can get the seagull alone. I just need a parrot, not a tiger. Alright, we're gonna end up battling all three of these guys. Hopefully not at once. Tigers should get killed pretty soon. There we go. Another fur coat for us. We're unfortunately not going to befriend the pirate. Raw fish for there, you over here. Fur coat goes in the list, you come down here. Mage in the jungle again. We gotta wait a couple days before we can heal enough to battle next tentacle. We ate a bunch of expiring sushi. It appears that the bottle of rum never expires. Welcome in, Sophie. That is the icon for our story that I made a while back. It's kind of hard to tell as a smaller emote, but if we were able to see it larger, you'd be able to tell that it is a clock that has 4 stages. So it shows the 4 different chapters that our story is going into. I'm gonna actually pull it up on my computer. I go into here, then I look at this. I can at least tell you what it looks like. So in each corner of the clock, which you should be able to tell that's a... Yeah, I can tell it's a circle on the screen. Bottom left corner is Medieval City. That was the first chapter. Top left, going clockwise. Top left is a modern city for the chapter we're in. The top right is space-related stuff for space travel. So that'll be our next chapter with oxygen not included in infraspace. And then the bottom right is like a futuristic city, which is our last chapter, for when we have the robot main character games. So like Dyson Sphere program, your character is a robot. There's no humans. I figured that would be considered a futuristic city thing. Professional streamer. I was just trying to make something. We now get a parrot after the pirate was killed. Do we need anything from the jungle aside from that? This annoys me. We're trying to befriend a pirate, and the only way to do that is to give him a parrot. That's one of our quests. We also have a quest to bribe a pirate ship, which makes the pirate ship disappear. So we have 3 coins to do so, but I want the pirate from a pirate ship first. Then the second pirate, we make them disappear. If I take them off and start battling them, okay, I should be able to see what's in here. Oh, we can get cotton plants from this. Oh, that's right, we needed another piece of food. So we have the eel, that can go up here, because the eel won't expire as terms of food, like these are expiring. If we go into quests. Grab a pirate boat is giving 3 coins, but then it just disappears. We need to befriend the pirate, which is get him a parrot. We have that. So we have things ready for both of them. We also have get a villager drunk. So one of our people has to eat the bottle of rum that's in here that does not expire. Which is enough for 1 person. So I wonder if the bottle of rum gives a debuff. And if we get the bottle back afterwards. Because we could very easily feed our villagers off of just rum. It gets them drunk, but I don't know if that is a debuff. We need a distillery in order to do this. So even though we have cane sugar down here for the bottle of water to make it a bottle of rum, we need the distillery first, and that requires iron, right? Where is it? Right here. An iron bar, which we were trying to get from this pack. Because if we look at the stuff on the bottom left, it does say iron bar can be taken from here. We're also trying to get cotton plants so that we can make 3 fabric. Dude, it's like 90 to 5. Really? I will keep drinking it as soon as I can. Another piece of cane sugar. Is this something I can feed? We can feed it to a fish trap and get a cool fish from it. Okay, move the snake. So that snake is going to try and attack us. We don't need these coins. We don't need the sugar cane because we have it down here. I'm going to put these 2 together because they're going to battle the eel. Or the snake. Snake that's not moving very quickly. Cheers again. Hmm. 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 Alright, for some reason we ate the fruit that I had. Okay, Sophie. I'm handsome when I drink. I'll take the compliment. I think you're just saying that so I drink more. Welcome in, Gino. Are we healed enough to battle that tentacle? We are. We're gonna battle this one tentacle. If we defeat all the tentacles, it calls the Kraken. Because lore-wise, we had 5 tentacles. Those are the 5 tentacles from the Kraken. And the Kraken is a squid, so it has 8. So it's going to spawn the Kraken, and then I think either 3 or 4 more tentacles, because it's either a squid or an octopus. And I know a squid has more tentacles than an octopus. So I'm not entirely sure how many extra tentacles we're going to have. So I'm never going to defeat this one thing. We have mackerel. Is mackerel something we just cook? No, we have to fight it. The parrot gave us a berry. It's getting more sour as I go down to the bottom. Speaking of a squid, there's an octillery in chat. That's an octopus. That's quite fitting. It's not the best Pokemon octopus, but it's a decent one. We're about to have a shark come out of the fishing trap because I put a piece of meat there. And when I said the water was getting sour, it's there's lemon juice mixed into it. Now I'm gonna wait until the shark gets away from the tentacle. Alright, sell the berry. Let's keep trying to get this piece of iron. And we're gonna have 2 things to fight. Sell the gold. Sell the cave. I almost sold the cave. Good luck on both of you trying to catch the octillery. That is going to be a 1v1, which means the shark could kill our swordsman before we kill the shark. Because we could miss a few times. Although now it's 2v1, so we don't have to worry. Alright, we wanted to sell the cave. More raw fish for the campfires. And I'm trying to sell everything as we get them so that... it escaped. It is annoying, Sophie. So the way that the community thing works is different than how the games work. In the games, the different Pokeballs have different rates for how they capture. So some are better than others. You aren't cute enough for an Ultra Ball? What do you mean? You don't have any? You might have enough money stockpiled from being on the channel enough that you could buy some. If you do, Oh, you have a bunch. You have to type in the word. If you have more than one ball, one type of ball, you have to type in the word to make sure that it uses the one that you want. Oh, I see. You don't use them for specific Pokemon. In the video games, a Great Ball is better than a Pokeball. An Ultra Ball is better than a Great Ball, so they higher chance of catching things. In the channel, in the Pokemon community game thing, the extension, it doesn't work that way. And I think it's just the same rate for each ball, which I think is annoying. Because there have been Pokemon that are typically weak in the video games that you could catch with any ball. And I've thrown Pokeball or Ultra Balls at them on the channel, and it didn't catch them, and that annoys me a lot. Just because I know the mechanics of the video game. So, it's not so much a chance thing. Oh, there's that iron bar that we need, so we don't need to do this anymore. We do need to take a look at what else we need for the distillery. 1 plank, so we need 3 things from the lumber camp. And then we make a plank from that. That will mean that we can make our own alcohol. Now they're going to go through the grilled fish before they get to the bottle of rum, so what I'm going to do is separate the list. And you need to go in the lumber camp. What else do we need from this? We need something for food. If I pause for a second, we need seafood stew, raw crab, raw fish, and a chili pepper. How do we get crab meat? Seriously, how do we get crab meat? This is island related. What's World of Death? I don't think we need World of Death. I am going too far down the list, I think. This is strengthened up. It's probably potluck. It's not pot. Where is this quest? Island grub is what I need to look for. Side quest. Main quest. Side quest. I all of a sudden can't find the side quest. Go say to Rodriguez, tell him I said he is a nerd. Oh, I was too far down on the list. Okay. So we need to look at raw crab meat. How do we get raw crab meat? From grilling and brewing. Grilling and brewing is the 6th .1. We can get a piece of raw crab from this. And we got the chili pepper! And a bottle of rum. Okay, we got a couple good things from this. So the chili pepper is what we mix with the food, right? Yes. And a piece of raw fish, which we can get from the eel. We have our stuff for the food. We're gonna fight the crab. We're gonna fight the eel right after. Oh, we got the mama crab. Mama crab is strong. Don't fight mama crab, fight eel. Hurry up, hurry up. Thank you. Campfire. We want fish, crab, like that on this campfire. Just to make sure, do we need it on a campfire? Yes. Because some food you don't need the campfire for, and I didn't want it to cook one of these by accident. I am making sure that I have the right stuff. Yep, raw fish. You're almost done making the next piece of wood, so you're gonna come down here and fight Mama Crab. Which I guess would be like the demon of the first map. We might actually lose a mage. So now we're just waiting for the pirate. Which brings up the point that we could battle the pirate on the other map. Because we can occasionally get them from the portal and from the forest, where we battled the witch. How long is it going to take us to get through this? We're about to heal, because we're going to eat. We do get an empty bottle from the bottle of rum. Awesome. Okay, so we do want a spring forever. So we can go like this. Crab armor, I don't need that. We do have 2 things here. We could take these back with us and not actually have to wear them. Because we do have to travel back. What did we come here for that we can't get on the other map? Forget. We're about to make the seafood stew, so that's going to say how to make bottle rum. So what I'm going to do is get some cane sugar. And you on the plank. So that we can get the wood put on a campfire. Make a distillery. Cane sugar here. So that we can make another sugar cane. Put you on there in case it expires quickly. Bring relic to the cathedral. We came here for the relic. Okay. We have the seafood stew. Let's add that to the list there. So that we can continue on with this. It says make bottle rum. That's good. And pirate boat. We're still waiting on that stuff. And that's it for this. So we don't need to look at that. And that's it for this. Mystery, I think it's the Kraken one. Yeah. Okay. You wait. Distillery. Iron bar, plank villager. Does it need a stove? It doesn't look like it needs a stove. Now it does. But you do something. I'm looking this up. Luckily, their wiki is very in-depth. If I go to Iron Bar and we look at recipes for it, it actually doesn't show you what each recipe. I can't actually tell what an iron ore and a plank make, but what we can do is go back and see how to make a stove, because I don't remember how to do that. We need another iron bar and a brick. We get iron bars from this, right? Yeah. Let's keep going through this and try and get an iron bar. This is going to have an enemy each time we do it. We have an iron deposit, but that's not an iron bar. That's not what we're trying to get. Oops. So we're only going to do this 1 pack at a time so that we only have 1 thing to fight each time. Hopefully we can get cotton plant. We can't. Okay. We have sugarcane here. We have enough to make 2 bottles. Oh, I also didn't notice if we got drunk from this. Some raw meat that we can use to get a shark. Let's take this off so it doesn't still get made. But that in a fish trap, we'll get a shark from there. Chest in the thing. And nothing good. Snake is very easy to kill, so I'm not really worried about the snake. I'm gonna buy the next pack. Another raw meat, okay. Oh no, a seagull. We got a gold bar, that's not what I want. And I'm trying to avoid making the thing to make another ore mine. If I look at the ore mine, How difficult is it to make an iron mine? 2 flint, stone, and wood? Really? But then we need to smelt it. And that requires a smelter. How difficult is it to make a smelter? 2 flint, 2 brick, and a plank. We could make both things on this map. We just need to get a bunch of flint somehow. We might not need to if I get lucky. I'm going to keep this ore deposit just in case we can get to that point. And we're going to go through this as well. We have an old village. We don't need that. I'm not going to put my money into that just yet. We don't need the jungle anymore because we got the parrot. That's the only thing we needed from the jungle. And I just want to get through this sugarcane. It probably needs to be on the campfire. No, it doesn't. Oh, it's distillery. I almost forgot. So we actually shouldn't be going through this sugarcane yet. That piece of sugar is going to expire at some point. Okay, sell the bone. We're going to try to keep going through this to get the iron ore. If I do it over here, the next bad guy shouldn't get too close. We have another sugarcane. Mountain. Go up here and fight the snake. That's going to give us another piece of raw meat. Get the next pack ready. I'm gonna wait until the snake is defeated and then do this. We got another iron bar, so that's what we needed. You go on there. Old village goes in here. Good luck, Gino. I didn't know that there was a Pokemon in chat. And we got the iron bar to make the distillery, right? Yes. We also need a stove. Time to eat. Oh, the stove needs the iron bar. I almost forgot. Murkrow escaped. We have a pirate boat down here, so we're going to get a pirate. We're going to be able to befriend a pirate. So we don't need this iron deposit anymore. We have a shark. Where is the idea for stove? Cooking, probably? Yes. Brick, bar, flint. So if I go like this, that makes a friendly pirate. Now we have 3 people to take care of. We have a bottle of water down here. Do this, do that. Grilled fish over here. Should be able to get through the food a little bit quicker. Can I take things off of the pirate to make it not a pirate? We have a blunderbuss and a tiger fur coat from that. That's the same as this stuff. We can sell that now. Get a lot of coin from that. So we only have to take those back. Bring this over here. We need to get a piece of flint, and I know we get that from stone deposit. So we're going to go back into this and try to get cotton plants and stone. And I'm just going to sell everything else because we don't need anything right now. Oh, we got a seagull. Fishing spot, some sand. Fish down here, raw fish there. Go fish down here. Best up there. We got cotton plant. We needed that for another piece of... or 2 pieces of cotton. Sand. Banana. In there. The cotton is going to be combined once to make 1 fabric. We need more than that. Another cotton plant, that's good. Put you on the cotton. We still need more cotton than that, though. You go up here. Do we need anything else for the frigate other than that? 10 planks. That's not going to get done until a lot longer from now. Oh, we got a lot of cotton plants from that. This should make 1 more fabric on its own. So we only need 1 more cotton plant after this. Of them going for that. We just need the stone thing. 2 fishing spots. Start getting sold immediately. And we have a piece of seaweed for some raw fish to make sushi. You go on there. We have a piece of driftwood. That's not what I was looking for. I would have made wood. I could have kept that. You're poisoned. Two cotton plants. We only need 1 more, so we'll open this one just to sell it. You're gonna go in the lumber camp to make a piece of wood. Sushi on there too. This is all we need for the fabrics. I'll put them up there. You need to go on a stove to make charcoal. Time to feed. Oh, someone got drunk. Does that count as the quest? Let's kill the Kraken. Get villager drunk is done. We just need to bribe the pirate ship. Okay. And you are... Make a bottle of rum, which is what we're working on, this distillery. Okay, so you're going to get done cooking that raw fish first. You need to keep making wood, and you're going to be a plank for that. I just need to get a piece of flint. Rope for money. Another seagull. And then we have another pack here. 2 monkeys. We're going to fight both the monkeys. Sand. Driftwood for wood. Meat for the fish trap. Charcoal for the poison. The pirate might drink the alcohol more than we do. That's something to keep in mind. Two pieces of sand. Fishing spot. 3 wood there that we can combine to make a plank. We have another thing of driftwood here. There's a piece of flint. Is that all we needed? We are looking for stove. 1 flint, 1 brick, 1 iron bar. I don't have a brick. I have a plank. So I need the quarry. And we need to get 3 stone from the quarry. That's how to make a stove. Distillery is iron bar and a plank. There's a shark. Fight the shark. Don't need the quarry anymore. This plus this plus this makes the stove. Time to feed our villagers, so they'll get a little bit of heal. And since this guy finished the lumber camp, I'm going to take him off and immediately put him on the shark, which got killed immediately. Combine you, and then they are going to combine. We also have this down here. So this will make a stove, which is slightly faster than the campfire, so we can sell one of our campfires. Which is definitely what I'm going to do. And then these on the stove, right? Iron bar plank. Iron bar plank. On stove with a villager. So you go on the campfire, you go here, then here. That makes a distillery, which we can put the bottled water and sugarcane on. And that will complete one more task. I go like this. It makes it very quickly, okay. That's bottle of rum. The friendly pirate does not only take the bottle of rum, okay. I am going to give you a pirate hat, though. I didn't realize that we had that still. That's 2 bottles of rum, which is 2 people. If we go far enough... Actually, we have 3 bottles here. We could survive just off of rum. With 3 people. Alright, what are we working on now? We have good from something expiring. The frigate. 10 plank. We still need you to be on lumber camp, and someone else to be doing driftwood. Fishing spot, do we need this? No, we have a fish trap. We're fine with fishing. Alright, 10 plank, 3 sails. We have... these together. They actually need to be separated, but like this. And then a villager on top of that to make it into a sail. We have cotton to make the last fabric. I don't know why we stopped, I forget. Anyway, that's 1 sail. Do we need anything else for the frigate other than that? Just the planks. Oh, we got a plank from the driftwood. Nice. I didn't think we'd get that. You up there, combine these. 1 more piece of wood, and we combine that into the 5th plank that we need. And this is making more space. And we just need 1 more pirate ship to show up so that we can bribe it with the coins to make it disappear. You go under here, like this. Something else expired. And I just remembered that we never finished the water. So, Sophie, if you came back, cheers. It's still very cold. Let me check to see how much we have left. Yeah, we got about 1/3 left. It's hard to tell because it curves on the inside of the cup, so I can't really tell exactly how much water's in it. But we're kind of close to finishing it. Alright, the pirate ate the rum. So we're gonna make it into more rum down here. We probably should get rid of the tree here. And I'm going to take him off that sugarcane just in case there's only one left. The spring disappears over time. I want to know if there's a way to make this permanent. A card obtained ways to tamed is from Advanced Archipelago. Or, okay, so we get it from the last 2 packs. Don't have that. Is there something we can do with it, though? It doesn't look like there's a recipe for it, so I'm guessing we have to occasionally get water from a pack. That has no coins in it. Okay, nice. Is that an old wizard? Orc wizard. Okay, that's new. There's a deli bird in chat, if anyone wants one. Where's our pirate? Making sugar for the bottle of water. Okay. That orc wizard is going after our mage, which is now in the battle. Luckily, our other 2 people are done. And they made another wood. Well, I almost tried to sell the mage. Fire on there, wood. We need to get a watering place. A spring. We could have got a pirate from this, and not have had to wait for a ship. That's annoying. We're gonna keep trying to get a spring until we get one. Hopefully the pirate follows this mage. All the way down there. Does look like it is gonna follow them. I'm gonna fast forward so we get through this plank. Now fight the pirate. Gave us a coin, which we'll put on the ship for now. You 2 can come back up here. Delibird escaped. Where'd our coin chest go? Right here. You're trying to get that spring. There it is. Okay, we can. Well, I'm gonna keep this iron. No, I'm not. We don't need the iron bar anymore. Not my lucky day for catching anything. It seems like it isn't. Because usually you get like something every time you try. You're usually good on catching things. Okay, how many planks do we have now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is going to be 8. We're going to need 6 more. And I don't think... Oh, I think we just got a villager drunk. I think that completed the quest. We don't need this open. Free of island. Kill the Kraken. Island ambitions. Get a villager drunk. We got that completed. So we only have 3 things left to do before we finish this game in its quest entirety. And then afterwards it becomes a sandbox game. Obviously you can keep playing it if you want to. So what I'm going to do is... go through all these bananas. I'm obviously going to get 1 sugarcane from this. So that we can grow another thing of it. They're very close to that tentacle. Okay, so sugarcane goes in the farm. Bottled water goes in the distillery. Next sugarcane goes in the bottle of water. We now don't need that second farm as far as I know, but I'll keep it just in case we need to like double up on our sugarcane. But what I'm going to do now is put that person on the banana tree to make all the fish we can make out of those bananas. This is 8. Trap. We should be able to do 2 banana. No, I'm going to wait. We'll do a banana a day or something like that. Now, unfortunately, because of all the water that Sophie made me drink so far, I need to take a quick break to the restroom, so I will be back in a few seconds. Right, back into this. We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We need 6 more wood, and while we're doing that, we were going through the banana trees, make bananas to get eels to kill to then eat as fish. And we're keeping this down here just in case we need it. Because we can survive just off of the rum. And then I need a way to take this home. Oh, we can't take it home. That's right. The only way to take home an item is to wear it. So we're going to... switch the mage with the morning star, take that home. Come back with no weapon. I didn't know we could put the wood on top of the villager and it would still do it. If we do it that way, where we come back without a weapon, that means we could just put the thing that makes it a mage on the person immediately after coming here. Where's our stove? Why do I not see the stove? I guess it's over here, maybe? I hope? We got our bottles emptied, and we got the pirate boat! So we're about to finish another quest. But first, seriously, where is our stove? Did I sell the stove by accident? Thinking that it was something else? I think I might have sold the stove by accident. Okay, anyway. Right here, this number 11 out of 12 should be the pirate boat. Which it is. Now, it will come back later on, and then it will require 6 coins if we want to try and do that again. But since we're only doing a little bit of fish, I need to combine these on the spring. Which now we'll get to see if the spring can do 3 bottles or only 2. I guess I have to do it 1 at a time. That's okay. And right now we don't have enough food. Which I should probably do the sugarcane now then. Put them on the distillery. 1 sugarcane. Sugarcane over there. We got cooked fish, so that should be enough for us. So we don't have to worry too much about it. What I'm gonna do now is grow 2 things of sugarcane. So when this pops out, it's gonna give us 2 pieces of sugar. We're gonna grow it again. Time to feed our villagers. Are we completely out of food now? No, well, kind of, yeah, actually. Our spring disappeared already. So we probably should not try to feed our villagers off of just alcohol. It seems like it's not sustainable unless we keep buying the advanced archipelago thing to get a spring. So I'm actually going to get you onto the banana tree. And then... I don't know what we're going to do with the sugar just yet. But this is going to make... That's the campfire. I meant to put on the fishing trap. That can be sold because we don't want it anymore. And we made a lot more wood than I needed. No, the frigate doesn't need more than 3 people. No, it only needs 2. This should be all of it to make the very large ship. There we go. That made the eel. You go on the eel and kill it, please. So that I can go like this. And then... how much food do we have here? We need 3 things of food. So if we go like this... hopefully it'll take from here and not take the bananas on the fish trap. So that we can use that for another fish. It looks like it worked that way. That's good. Yep, they took all the food from here. And then we have a bunch of empty bottles we don't need. I need to go back to growing banana trees then. We may be in an issue with food. Because I need another campfire, and I think that's flint. Where would it be? At the bottom? I think it's just flint and wood. There it is. I saw it. Flint and a stick, which is, yes, 1 piece of wood. Let's try and get it from in here. We need either a piece of stone or... the actual flint from this card. There it is. Stop that. You are the banana tree that we need, and I need you to turn this into a stick. And then you go on there. That makes a campfire. We have a frigate, which is a large ship, so when we come back, we have that. Oh, I should have thought this. Wait, no, we don't need to come back for this. It looks like Jumpluff escaped. We can put everything on there and sell the sloop. Okay, we have another eel. We have no food, pretty much. I don't think I can get through the bananas quick enough to have enough food. We have now 3 food. Someone might die. Actually, I don't think anyone's gonna die if I can get this banana. Someone's gonna die. We don't have enough food. The friendly pirate? Is okay. The friendly pirate wasn't someone I was trying to keep, because that was an extra person that we don't need. We do have 2 campfires now, so we have the fish. We have 2 things that can cook the fish quicker. I think I needed to continue making banana trees. Why else would I have 2 farms down here? But I think we needed to have 2 banana trees at all times, and then growing them so they can go on the fishing trap to make an eel to then cook. Let's kill the eel and then worry about the next tree. You can go on this tree so that hopefully we can get bananas that can feed us. That gets us to a point where we have enough food combined with these that hopefully it won't take the fish. Okay, it didn't. So fast forward through this. This fish is going to make enough for us. We just have the issue of the next day needing to have a fish ready. We're going to spend a little bit of time trying to get us to have food so that we can leave to come back. We have money here. It's time to eat. So that's all the fish we had. We have the banana tree ready. I'm gonna pause because we need to go like this so that we can do both at once. There we go. Cook the fish. Hopefully we can cook the fish before the end of the day. Banana for the fish trap. Banana for down here. That's fish for the next day. That's an eel for the next day. And we have a banana tree, so let's get these cooking. Banana up there. Banana down here. Get you away from the tentacle. That starts the last fight, and we don't have enough people for that fight. I can sell the empty bottles. If I break the bottles, which we need a stone for, I think we break them, they become an item, a damaging thing, so they would sell for more. Get through this, though. Fish for today. Fish for tomorrow. Banana tree. We're getting closer to being able to put a banana down here for a day. And getting 2 banana trees instead of having 1 each day. Because this is now enough for 2 days. So we could, at this point, leave right now. And come back to having no food. Because when we leave, we're going to eat these 2 pieces of fish. Or we could stock up like we did before. Which is probably the smarter idea. That is a lot of pirates. We might not survive this. I'm going to do the banana tree first. So that we can keep these going. And they are just pushing everything out of the way. I don't think we're ever going to use these 2 cards again. We might use the lumber camp and the quarry. These are for our card cap. I need all of these people to come up here away from the tentacles so we don't start the boss battle. And then I'm going to slow down the speed so I can keep an eye on everything that's happening. If we have someone die, this is going to take us a few trips back and forth with our boats. We should kill that one. Okay. Oh, we might need to make another boat to get back here. We have the eel. I am going to put the eel in the battle so that hopefully we can kill it for more food. You can fight all 4 of them. You can fight the other 4. If we kill that fish, that would be the best option for us. Now we're going to heal 2 points, I think, each. Oh, this healed a lot more. Went from 7 to 13. I think we're going to lose the swordsman. We have fish for the stove. Can at least get them continuing. And we have the banana tree ready. Can I take the swordsman out and put him on the banana tree? No, I can't. They have to finish the fight, and that swordsman's going to die. There's no way for us to avoid the swordsman dying. We might be able to avoid the mage dying, but I'm not too sure just yet. Okay, our swordsman is 1 attack away, and there he goes. So he had the pirate's saber, the wolf head, and the crab scale armor. That's now 3 people we need to bring here naked. Corpse we're going to put there so we can hopefully sell it. And I think our mage is also going to die. We might be able to sell this graveyard beforehand. So that we have money for when we come back. The mage is doing better! I mean, it's 13 health against 11, so I'm not sure how well that's going to end up for us. But now it's 1v1. if the mage survives, we have enough food for 4 days. So we'll keep the bananas going. And then, yeah, we are gonna leave. I'm gonna switch the mage's outfit with one of these, so we can take all that back home. You go on there. Then I need you to become naked. Leave this here. Get on the ship and get out of here. It's gonna eat one of the grilled fish. That's fine, because we have 4. We sail off. We're gonna go through our stuff here. So we have a bunch of coins. The island relic for the cathedral starts the last fight of this game. You go up here. Okay, so if I were to leave immediately, how much food would I have left over afterwards? Because we're gonna have to do this a few times. You can go there then. If I go to leave, we eat 2 stew. When I come back, I have to leave again, so we eat 2 more stew. We leave again with everyone. That's all of that stew. And then we have this amount left for when we come back the 3rd time. So I think that's enough for us to just keep going back and forth. I am going to bring this corpse with us, so that we could just leave it over there and not see it on this map anymore. Let's head back over. That should leave us with 4 pieces when we come back. Or it's going to be like 3.5 and we have to eat another thing of it. You go over here. This is the mage outfit. If I do this, we have enough fish to just keep going back and forth, so let's keep doing that. I can't move the frigate once we put a person on it, that's fine. We're on moon 287. Do we go to 288 when we come back? To the mainland? Is it speeding up the days, or is it... It is, okay. So this is treating it as though a full day had passed. This brought all that back for over here. These are just our list of things that we're keeping in case we want to have even more people. But it doesn't look like we need to. Let's head back one more time, and we do have 4 pieces of food, so we have enough food to keep doing this. Alright. Last time going back and forth, Morning Star makes a warrior. Send them off. We obviously feed them. And this is when we prepare for the Kraken fight. We have, I think, 1 more thing of fish. We're going to bring 8 people with us. That's not enough for 1 fish to feed. 1 fish can only feed 1 person. So we are going to need a bunch of stew first to bring with us. 2 stew is enough for 10 people. So if we were to grab all of this stew, that would pretty much feed us for a while. So instead, we are going to use the eggs and the chickens that we have here to stockpile some stews. Let's cook our vegetables as well. We're going to spend a few days on here, fast forward, just growing our food again. Because it will expire at some point on the other island, and I don't know how many days we're going to take to defeat the Kraken. We have a lot of damage dealers, but that doesn't mean that we're safe from the Kraken. Do this. Time to feed them. Next day. Seems like it goes down to the slow speed every moon. cycle. Two chickens. Have them growing again. Two more chickens down here. This is for 4 stews. Left up here waiting for the carrots and the meat. We're gonna go through all these eggs. There's a Lopunny in chat if anyone wants a very suspicious looking rabbit. You'll have to look it up to know what I mean. They go here. Carrots go here. Potatoes for the next set of chickens. Then we have another set after that. And we might get more eggs while we're doing all this. Good luck, Gina. Hopefully you catch this one. We have a strange portal in our greenhouse area. That's not what I want. So they're gonna mess with all the cards in their way to get over to our people. Here's 2 more eggs, so we have 2 more sets of chickens that we can hatch. For all this. And the thing that's going to take us the longest is the eggs, or the carrots. Trying to get the cards out of the way so that they don't push them, but they still are. Alright. We're about to get some meat from these, though. We have the meat from the chickens. 2 more over there. 2 more with the eggs. Put these on the stove. Lopunny escaped. Gino did not get it. I don't know why. Can I have this chicken, please? Thank you. 2 there. We have 2 onions ready. 2 potatoes. They should be fighting already. I'm not sure why they haven't. Just slightly out of reach, I guess. And this is how quickly we should be getting through the Kraken later. Regardless of how much of a fight it puts up, we should be able to get through it quick. Where is our chest? Over here. Oh, I should have put everything on the market so we get more money from it. Oh well. And I just remembered that we still have yet to finish the water for Sophie. I'll do that in just a minute. Right now, actually. Cheers. It's still very cold, but I think I could just take a sip out of the cup. Yep, I don't need the straw anymore. I'll wait until the next day and then we'll take another sip of the water. I know I have an extra piece of meat right here, but since they don't spoil on this map, I'm not worried about it. I'll get through all the chickens first and then we'll make another one for that piece of meat. Because we might, in the meantime, get another portal that gives us even more meat. Okay, keep this on fast forward. 2 more eggs. So we might have to make another set of chickens again. I had a feeling they were gonna pop out as well. Bring you over here. You there. Then we have 3 meat. We have carrots. Next set of potatoes. You over here. Stews for all of them. That's another set right there. These chickens are going to be for these. meat. We just need the carrots for these. Next day, so we're gonna eat 2 of our stews that we made already. Fast forward. Are we keeping up with the food that we're creating? If I look at this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, right, I can look up here. This is the total food that we have out of all the stew. Oh, including the other foods. This includes the carrots. And what I think we're going to do before we continue going is I'm going to finish the rest of this water and then take another bathroom break. Next set of chickens, right as the meat got done. And we don't have the carrots ready for that. You guys are supposed to be on top of each other like this. Right, that's the meat. I'm gonna leave the meat actually over here. No, I want the chicken. The chicken. There we go. Chicken, chicken. Okay, I see what I did. And 2 potatoes. You can actually put the meat on the bottom of the list if we're waiting for the carrots. Doesn't actually matter what order we put them in. So, these 4 are for these 4 chickens. We still need to make them for this. So I think we are keeping up with how much food we need. Those are carrots take longer than our other vegetables. This goes on the stove now. These go over here. And we're just waiting on carrots again. And it looks like we are making exactly the amount of food we need to continue living here. So, what I'm thinking of now is to just head on over. Because all that is going to do is bring this 94 number down to 74, and then we still have time to continue cooking things as we're going. We have things prepared, just waiting on carrots. We have an extra piece of meat which won't spoil on this map unless we take it to the other place. So, I don't think we need to bring anything else with us. We're just going to head over to the island and start our Kraken fight. Now we have everyone here. We need to find the villager. Because you are actually going to be a mage. And then I forgot the food. I completely forgot about food. This is not good for us. We could take our time on the other map, growing our group again. I would be okay with that, as long as we can quickly go through the Kraken. There's the Kraken. I have a raw fish we can cook for a little bit of food. Grab everyone. Oh, they're not all gonna make it home anyway, because if we defeat the Kraken and try to get on the boat, they're gonna try to feed or get fed. We might not finish off the Kraken. At least the Kraken has that bleeding damage. You know, while we're doing this, I could have this pause and getting a bunch of bananas from the banana tree. I can't take anyone... Oh, I can. But I can't take them out to be on the banana tree. I can take them out to be on the banana tree. Okay. Let's try to get a bunch of bananas for some food. That's seaweed. That's an okay food with raw fish. Like that. Another piece of seaweed that's in a banana tree. Seaweed, seaweed. Okay, that chest is empty. There's a seagull. I guess you're gonna get attacked then. I want another person here, and then I guess you fight the seagull. If we need to sell stuff at the end of the day, we'll sell all this stuff here. I'm gonna press play so we can get the bananas at least. You can go back in there. Raw fish on seaweed. You can fight the eel. Fish, seaweed. Fish, seaweed. Back on here. You go in there. Sushi, grilled fish. Okay. Oh, we had somebody die. That's not good. What did they do? 15% chance to heal all enemies. And you do a critical hit and frenzy yourself, and the mage here does 10% chance to make someone invulnerable. Okay, so they're all going to combine here. This is one person we need to come back for. I'll put all their stuff at the bottom left. Birds can go down here to make something for us to sell. And then you guys I just want to combine. We have enough food with everything separated right now for us to survive. I want the farms. Do we? Yeah, we still do have 2 farms. And the fish trap. Then we should be able to survive off of how much food we're creating here. I think. It's 2, 4, 6, 8. Somehow we have 14, but I count 10 here. So I think they're counting these. Not entirely sure. Good luck, Gino, trying to catch the Grand Bull. We defeated the Kraken! Okay. Cool, we have the Kraken tooth. 20% chance to critical hit on a target. Was there somebody in here that is just a critical hit person? 10% chance here. 1 hit chance, 2 to damage. Oh, you're definitely getting switched with militia there. Bone Spear is getting sold. Okay. Welcome in, Raiders! And Regis. Congrats, Gino, you caught the Pokemon. I'm glad to see that Regis came in after I called him a nerd. Hey, for anyone who has not been in my channel before, my name is Coded. We play a selection of different games. I'm gonna wait until his walk-on finishes. Oh, that was quick, actually. Never mind. We are here to fight. Regis just rage quit so fast. Did he? Oh no! Alright, Rius. After I explain myself, I want to know what happened in your chat. Oh wait, that means I rated myself. You don't want to talk about it? Okay. For those that don't know me, we play a selection of games, and Monday, Wednesday, and Saturdays, we do a Twitch Plays Along series to where sometimes you guys get to vote on stuff on what happens in the games. For Stacklands, we don't really have something to vote on, so I haven't done any votes in a while. But pretty much we're playing games in a order that makes it seem like the progression of mankind. So right now we're in like modern time games, and we're doing Stacklands as an arcade game. And you just missed or just came in at the end of us defeating the Kraken on the island. So that is our second to last boss fight. We have to go back to our main lane using the frigate and defeat the Demon Lord. And that is the end of the normal game here. It is a sandbox game, so you can continue afterwards after you defeat all the, or finish all the main quests. But all we have left on here, we look at this, is bring the island relic to the cathedral. We already have it on the main land. I just haven't put it on the cathedral. That will spawn the Demon Lord, which is these question marks. And right now we have an issue of not having enough food to leave, because we need to feed everyone before we leave here. We have 14 pieces of food, but I want to have some food left here. So if we come back, we have something to eat right away. Although we don't really need to. But I want banana trees here for when we leave or come back. So that I have something to start preparing food. If I can get a banana tree from these, that would be better for me. We need coins in here. And use the other coin chest. And then I'm just gonna sell all these things. It doesn't give us much money if we don't break them down. Oh my god, I was just about to close the game and realize there was a simple button to open the door. Oh no! I don't know how to react to that. Video games were a mistake? Don't say that. Where would you be without them? If we can get one single banana tree from this, that would be enough for us to leave. We have a banana. That's somewhat one banana tree. But not really what I want. So I'm going to keep selling things and trying to buy a banana tree. We have something to fight now. I'm going to keep the flint because sometimes we need that. We'll get everyone fighting that seagull. It has no chance. Another banana. That's one banana tree right there. So I am okay with doing this and hoping they don't take from the banana tree. Because these are going to be, I mean, from the farms. These are going to be 2 banana trees, which will give us a lot of bananas for the fish trap. Make more fish like that. We put on the campfire. That's saved up for next time we come back. If I put them all over here, maybe I can get them to choose food that's closer to them. If that's like a game mechanic, I'm not sure. I've encountered seagulls in real life. I would know. You will need more guys? I've been around seagulls, but I've never been attacked by them. But I do know they swarm, so... Please take from these. Or at least save 2 bananas for when we come back. They're taken from over here, that's a good sign. That should be everyone fed. Alright. We left the island. Let's take a moment before we do the Demon Lord to... take a look at all of our food. These are all the people that are going to be fighting the Demon Lord. There's 10 people there. That should be enough. Should. Actually, no. We had someone die, didn't we? Yeah, because we're down to 18 food. I think we should be fine with how many people we have. I just need to clean up our area. So I'm going to take everyone off of food. Or stop all the food, I mean. And we have 2 more raw meat. 2 more things of food. Them on the stove. If we stop growing chickens and put them back in the animal pen, we only need to grow 1 more set of potatoes and stuff. That's gonna be 4 pieces of meat. We actually only need 1 more set, because we have 1 piece of meat right here. They're about to all pop out. That's this one, this one, this one, this one. These 4 go in the animal pen now. Make us omelets. I then combine this. And now we just wait for carrots and for us to make our spares of onion and potato. And then these are going to make all the stews that we're eating. Which we're making 2 stews per day, which is enough for us to eat per day. Why did you make cooked meat? Because we didn't have the carrots put it here. Alright, that's annoying. So does that mean we even need these? We now have 3 potatoes and 3 onions that we don't need. Because we only need 4 pieces of meat. But we need 7 carrots. So I think I'm going to make these carrots go into the other greenhouses. That way we make 4 the next time. And then these meat might be done by that time. I'm going to put the cooked meat at the top of the list so they eat that first. Just in time for them to eat. It does mean they don't get the buff for having a decent meal. Which shouldn't matter too much to us right away, but it will later on. We do have a lot of eggs to do more chicken butchering. You're supposed to be on that list. And then after these pop out, we have enough for all 8? All 7 at least? So I'll let them keep popping out. This is the last 2 meat that we need. Carrot, 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 carrot. I'll allow them to be a little backlogged on carrots. You there, and then you here. So if I count these, they should be an even number divided by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yep, that's enough to make the stews correctly this time. We just need to make the carrots more. Or make more carrots, I mean. So, we are ready to do the cathedral now. Start the ritual. We have the Demon Lord. 666 health. Which I think is the most we've had to fight. Anyway, we have, I think, 4 people that are very effective. Well, 2 people. It looks like he is weak to magic. And I think someone just did 7 damage to him at once. Look at all the eggs we're creating. It looks like he's not doing too much damage to us. I think we're getting healed or getting shielded before we take a large amount of health. I'm just waiting for us to get through it. We're down to 300 health on the Demon Lord. Well, now actually we're down to 2. I think I saw 200. Nope, that is a 300. Now we're at 200. 290. If I say it like this, I might be able to read the number easier. It's time for the next day. We get a little bit of health from eating. And we get a bonus for them all eating stews. Traveling cart. Regus, I see what you're doing, and you're lucky that I don't do a screen capture. Not gonna tell what's happening. And it popped up twice. Alright, this goes here. So that we can have 3 when that's done. We actually don't want to fast forward through this. I don't lose anything or miss anything. So as we can see here, the last thing on this is kill the Demon Lord. Why is smelt some ore the last thing on there? That's weird. So I can actually close that. We don't need to look at it. We're now below 100 health. He is going down very quickly with just our 9 people. There he goes. We have the horned helmet for defeating the Demon Lord. Keep playing to collect every card. I think we already have most of every card. I don't think there's anything for us to discover. Although if we go to the main menu, or to right here, see the Cardopedia, which shows us some things that we don't have. Or shows us that we don't have everything. So we're missing something here from the island. I don't know what this is from. Order and structure. So we could keep going to try and get every card, but I think, you know, we're fine with just leaving the way we are. This is the end of the game. So, we have about another hour. I think we go into our next arcade game, which will take me a little bit of time to set up, but it won't take me too long. And if I remember correctly, when we rolled for video game next to play, someone rolled a 3. Thanks for watching. If you'd like to catch me live, I stream on Twitch on Mondays and Wednesdays from 10 AM to 12:30 PM EST, and on Saturdays from 10 AM to 2 PM EST.